Hey, dog lover! Today we're talking about the common struggle of getting your dog to focus on you, to choose you over the environment. So you might have a dog that when you take it out in public and it's off leash, that it's chasing the squirrels and the turkeys and the leaves that are blowing across the ground. Or you might have a dog that when it's off leash, it's rolling in deer poop, or that it is flying up to other people and flying up to dogs to greet them. And what you probably just want is that your dog hangs out close to you. This is such a common problem. People take their dog out in public, they take it off leash, and the dog is gone. This is such a huge struggle. There's so many people who just cannot take their dog off leash at all in public. We have seen and helped so many of these dogs. Really, this is what we're doing on a daily basis. We work with these dogs all the time because we know this problem can be pretty worrisome for you. Is your dog going to get lost? Is it going to get hurt? Is it going to hurt somebody else? Today, we're going to give you some fantastic tips and games that are going to work that struggle and change it so that your dog is choosing you over the environment. Okay, so what we know is if your dog is paying attention to you, then it's not paying attention to the environment. Even if there are exciting things and scary things and things that it's worried about in that environment, it's paying attention to you instead. So one of the huge questions that we get on a regular basis is, do I have to use food to train my dog? So our answer is no, you don't have to, but you do get to use your dog's food each day if you want to. You're gonna feed your dog, right? Your dog has food that it's gonna consume. Why not spend that food on growing the things that you value instead of just putting it in a bowl? Right now, your dog thinks that bowl is valuable instead of you. When you use your dog's meals, you're growing your value and you're communicating to your dog that you are better than deer poop. You are better than deer poop, right? I hope so. Okay, so tip number 1, use your dog's meals. You want your dog to know that you are the grand prize jackpot, that you're the sure deal, not a take a chance lottery. And you want that even if things in the environment are difficult, like there's cats and squirrels and birds and maybe scary sounds and traffic going past. So our first tip is for you to start playing games with your dog's meals to increase your value. Release. Okay, so I want to play games that my dog thinks is a hoot. Our auto bounce back game is a game that Huli thinks is a hoot. She's chasing after that food. She's diving for it. She's catching it mid-air. She loves chasing after the food. And because of that, even if there were deer running in the field right behind me, she would be paying attention to me instead of those deer. Relax. Your dog's gonna get that food anyway, right? You're gonna put it in a bowl and you're gonna feed your dog. So why not use that food to grow the dog's value of you? So any food that your dog is going to get anyway, you might as well use that to grow your goals, to grow your value, to grow the fun and the joy of doing things with you. When you feed your dog this way, in a way that makes you better than a dog bowl, you're putting that value into the fun with you. And because of that, your dog's focus on you is going to skyrocket. Your dog is going to turn towards you more. It's going to stay by you more. It's going to move towards you more. And it's going to look at you more. A focused dog is a breeze to take on a walk because it values hanging out in the space around you instead of being way out there. You can do this. You can teach your dog that you are more valuable by simply rewarding the dog for paying attention to you throughout the day. So you've got your dog's food. I've got Huli's food in my pockets here. I could have it in little stations around the house or around the yard. And let's say I'm walking through the house and my dog turns towards me. All I have to do is go and give that dog some pieces of food. Or I might play a simple game with my dog, a game that activates my dog, a game that makes my dog think that I am fun. Or my dog is moving towards me. Let's say Huli was on the other side of the yard and she was moving towards me because she wanted to. I can reward that using some of that food. So I can do this inside my house. I can do it in the yard. I can do it as I set out on walks. I can do it as my dog gets out of the car. My dog turns towards me. It looks at me. It decides to just hang out by me. These pieces of food, they're taking place. The food my dog is going to be getting anyway. So some people are going to think, well, my dog's doing it anyway, so why should I reward it? Well, we all like appreciation for the things that we do. This is no exception. Your dog likes the appreciation too. And what we know is what you reward, you get more of, without a doubt. So we capture it. Now, you don't have to use food. You might use toys. You might have some toys that are sitting in strategic locations and your dog turns towards you and you grab that toy and you play with your dog. Or it might be praise. It might be your dog's paying attention to you and you go over, honey, aren't you just brilliant? And you praise your dog and you pet your dog. Relax. Good girl. It might be your dog's running to you anyway because it was going to, and you start clapping your hands and you're cheering your dog on. Right? There's lots of options. You can have that food in your pockets. You can have it on a shelf in each room of the house. You can have it in little reward stations that you have put up to have the ability to grab those rewards quickly and reward your dog. Okay, now the super cool thing is, no matter what struggle you have with your dog, if it's a focus problem or reactivity, or maybe it is getting your dog to walk on a loose leash or not jump on people, no matter what the struggle is, you're always looking for the solution as opposed to putting your energy thinking about the struggle, worrying about it, or complaining about it, or, berating the dog over it. Look for the solution. Put your concentration and your effort into the solution, and you are going to be so happy with the results. Okay, so tip number 2, surprise your dog with unpredictability. We have a tendency to be pretty boring, pretty predictable, and what we know is that our dog is going to keep its eyes on us because it really doesn't know what we might do next. So if I'm out on a walk, suddenly I might turn and run away from my dog in order to put in an element of unpredictability, to keep my dog guessing and to keep that focus on me. Or I might suddenly on a walk bust out and play one of my games, release. So it might be, and I bust out some of her tricks. We're playing some tricks. I might have her sit up and beg for some food. I might have her jump on me. Hooey, get me. Good girl, relax. Good girl, thank you. Okay, so what I'm looking at is breaking that walk up into short bursts of fun. All training should be short bursts of fun. It shouldn't be a chore. It shouldn't be drilling. It's short bursts of fun that keep the dog interested and focused on you. Training is about inspiring behavior. It's about animating the dog and turning the dog on so that it wants to work with you, choosing to focus on you instead of the environment. It thinks you are better than the environment. Okay, so tip number 3 that I want to give you is our catch the food game. This is one of my favorites, release. So you can see her focus is upward. Even if there's something difficult in the environment where she can't look at me, she can't give me some eye contact. If the food is over her head and she's focusing on that food, I have her. Now your dog doesn't have to actually catch the food in order to have that focus. My dog could have the food bounce off of its head, hit the ground, but bring its head right back up. That's a focused dog. And that focus is on me. It's on my food, it's on my hand, it's on me. Or it might be there's a distraction in the environment and I'm having the dog walk beside me, catching the food as it goes past that distraction. This is exactly how I got Huli past a cat that was blocking the path, and she had to go within 10 feet of this strange cat. This is how I did it, keeping her focus up on me and the value in my hand. Relax. And so much of the time, if there's something super difficult in the environment, that is one of your best strategies for getting your dog past that difficulty. Your dog is keeping its eyes on the prize, the food. Okay, so one of the things we really love is when people show us the videos of their dog playing these games. I've given you a couple of ideas of games that you could be playing here today. Post a video of your dog playing one of the games in the comment section below. We've covered a lot today. The key is that you want to take action. You want to take action and do something. So take action. Tell your friends and your family, your neighbors, and the people that you love about our YouTube channel. And we have a fantastic surprise that's going to be announced next week. So check back with us on Thursday of next week, because we're going to announce this spectacular surprise for you that you don't want to miss out on. This is how I did it, keeping her focus up on me and the value in my hand.